Thabo is a tour guide from Lady Brand. He takes people on a tour around Modderpoort on a weekly basis to show them around the different sites.
Modderpoort was established in 1867. It was established by the 4 French missionaries who came from overseas and settled here in Bloemfontein. And while they were preaching peace across the Eastern Free State, they found this place, Modderpoort. It's a sacred site.
Modderpoort, also known as Lekhalong la Bota, the Pass of the Lions, is up for consideration as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a remarkable place that contains Priory of Saint Augustines, established in 1871. The Cave Church, also known as the Rose Chapel. The natural spring with healing powers. And the grave of Princess Mantsopa, sister to the late King Moshoeshoe of the Basotho. It's unique in South Africa because it is one of the few places of significance to Christians, the San, as well as the local Zionist worshippers.
You get people from different cultures who come here to come and pray. Some come for cleansing. The cave has been existing for more than 150 years ago, because this place was discovered in 1867 before Anna Makhetha Mantsopa used to come. You know, a lot of people pray through her, like Mother Mary, you know, in Christianism. So she's the one who takes all their messages to their ancestors and God as well.
Mantsopa received a calling to divinity at a young age. Her powers grew steadily, and in the late 1860s, she was exiled to Modderpoort by King Moshoeshoe, who feared that she would overrule him. She was then baptized as a Christian, taking the name Anna. She still continued to perform miracles and venerate her ancestors until her death in 1905.
We are now going to visit the grave. As you can see, she's been buried in amongst the white people. You know, in those days, people were not buried, they were buried separately. But she is buried here where all the other priests and everybody is buried, to show that she's quite an important person. Now, by culture, it's very important for a person, when you get to the grave, you put on a rock onto it to show some respect. And if you, according to different beliefs, sometimes you'd have to come here, you know, if you want to come and pray to open up the spirits and things like that, you would have to use some snuff and then sprinkle it over the grave. My favorite site at Modderpoort is the spring. It's where the water is coming from, because I also believe that the water does have healing powers. They even bottle the water. The water is bottled and they're selling it at the moment. So if you maybe happen to visit the site, you also go and experience what I'm talking about.
On average, there are about 10 to 15 visitors to Modderpoort per week.
Lebitso la ka ke Magopinyane Nkotsi, ke mohlakwana ka seboko. Mme mona sebakeng sena sa Modderpoort ke sebaka seo ke qadileng ho tla kgale ka bo 1972 ka lebaka la nkgono Anna Mantsopa Makhetha ya ileng a nyetela ditorong tsa ka a ba re ke tle sebakeng sena. Jwale ke ile ka fela ka tla, mme ho tleng ha ka mona ke ile ka ya bontshwa lebitla la hae, ka bontshwa Eastern le hahe mona phela teng. Le se di ba jwalo ka le se bona mona re tlile teng tjena, ke la ka tla le hona teng ka kga metsi a teng. Mme ke mona ke kgaotse ho tla mona ho tla ikgella metsi ana. Mme metsi ana a nthabisa haholo hobane hangata ke ile ka nna ke fola mmeleng mathata. Wa nkgono Mantsopa ha ana a fihla sebakeng sena, o ne a rongwe ke Modimo hore a tlo thusa batho ba nang le mathata a mefutafuta. Mme jwalo ka ha ke le bontshitse hore o na etela ke batho, le hona tjena batho ba tle mona ba tlo ikgella metsi ka thabo didibeng tsena tsa nkgono Mantsopa mona, ba fumane bophelo, ba fumane mahlohonolo ba fumane ntho e nngwe le e nngwe e ba e hlokang sebakeng sena.
I was tasked hore ke tle mo ke tlo rapela because it was a calling. Wa tseba hore ha o le motho wa moya, every time how laelwa o tlamehile o etse ntho e laelwang. You don't have to ask questions, you just have to do it, and then you'll get the repercussions after that.
Because the cave church is used by so many worshippers, the Department of Tourism decided to upgrade the site. In 2011, the walls of the cave were cleaned, and never before seen sand rock paintings were uncovered. The cleaning was a violation of heritage procedures, but the discovery was an exciting one. These paintings are new to the world.
Last year, while they were busy fixing the cave church, so they found this Bushman paintings to show that actually it is one proof that the Bushmen were here before we as black people came from Central Africa. The Bushmen actually mixed a lot of things. They mix blood, coal, and some milk to draw these paintings. So wherever you see a painting of a Bushman, then you would know that was their place of worship, to ask for rain, to heal somebody, if there's a ceremony or anything like that, they will still come back to the same site.
I am Jens Kriek. I'm the research assistant at the Rock Art Department of the National Museum in Bloemfontein. This is a site that is not only spiritual in the Christian context, but also in the ancestral spirit context. One of many unique sites in South Africa, a spiritual landscape, so to speak. Renovations that are going on should not be too intrusive. It should not take away any of the spirituality. And currently the on-site work is being halted because not everybody's being happy with the way in which it is being handled. And that is part of the reason why we are here, to assess some of the way in which the renovations are going on.
I would say it's affecting our local people, not in a negative way, but in a positive way, because economically it's going to be quite a good thing. I think we've got about 80 people employed on the site at the moment who are busy, with the construction of their site, building up fences and protecting the site. So it's created quite a bit of an economic boost, and I'm sure in the future it's still going to contribute a lot, in terms of tourism.
Cultural tourism is, of course, incredibly important, and people don't, the average South African usually do not realize the importance of that, of what we really have here. Sure, we don't have European cathedrals, but our rock painting sites are just as sacred and, of course, very beautiful and very, very unique. And as such, the conservation of those sites are very, very important. And but you cannot stop visitors from going there.
We've got something, we call it the Maluti-Drakensberg route. It's the longest tourism route in Southern Africa because it incorporates about 3 provinces. It's the whole of the Eastern Free State, KwaZulu-Natal, the Drakensberg side, the Ukhahlamba Drakensberg, the Northeastern Cape, and the whole of Lesotho. So it's what we're trying to promote, for people to come and visit this area and see that Free State is not flat.
This is a good place actually for the people ba ba rapela ba ba na le tshoko ba ba le ntla sa tshokodiso ya moya jwale ka rona. Our grandchildren le bana ba rona, they must also come here because of ntho ya moya ke ntho ya neletsano. It doesn't mean hore nna ha ke na le moya it ends, the buck ends with me. No, le ngwana wa ka le yena o mong o tlo bana le that thing because o e yanya kae go tswa mo letseleng. Then it goes like that, it filter down there to an extent ya hore bana ba rona at the end of the day ha ntse di jara dia pleke wa e bona ntse o kile bona nkare e ba dilapidated sort of. So nkare batho ba ka ilukisa so that ha ba ilukisa e khona at least even the young generations ha ba fitla ba fumana ntse le up to date.
Once the renovations are complete, It is estimated that the number of visitors to Modderpoort will increase threefold. Princess Mantsopa's grave will be preserved for the next generations.